Back now, I have a very interesting guest in the house. She's used to being the interviewer, so it's great to have her sitting on the other side of the seat today. Tolu Oniru.
I'm very nervous.
Toolz, how you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
I don't think you're nervous. You do this every time.
Well, no, the thing is, I generally don't like being the one that's interviewed. I prefer to do the interviewing.
You'll be fine, I'm sure. Well, we were having a discussion earlier with people who moved back to Nigeria to start their own thing. You also did move back.
Yes,
in
2009.
What made you move back?
Well, I was actually working in the media industry in the UK, and it got to a point where it felt like it was very oversaturated. And I couldn't really move up from a certain position. I'd been there for 2 years, and things just didn't, because nobody left.
Yeah.
And there were so many people
so
in the media industry.
And you were...
Yeah, so I just kind of thought, And my dad had been saying, since I finished university, okay, you need to come back to Nigeria, you need to come back to Nigeria. And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. But then I just kind of thought, you know what, let me give it a few months. And then the rest is history.
So how has it been since moving back? Better than you thought?
It's been very, very adventurous. You have your good days, you have the bad days, and in the long run, I'm glad I did it.
Speaking of adventures now, you started off on radio,
yes.
Now you're doing some TV.
Yes. I'm doing everything.
I'm going to put you on the spot now. You have to name a name.
Oh,
Who's
God.
your best interview who's your best person to interview on radio? You know you have a name.
Yeah, well, no, the thing is, I have a few people that I like for different reasons. Tiwa is funny. Omaumi is hilarious.
Okay.
Don Jazzy is so funny as well. And who else? Emma is always very interesting to interview. I have like a long list.
Okay.
And there's certain people that I'm just like, anytime I get to work and they're like, okay, this person's going to be on your show, I get excited because I'm like, it's going to be very interesting. And Links and I always fight a lot. I don't know why. We seem to just argue a lot. But yeah, I have a good few people that every time they come on, Ice Prince gets me in trouble.
Why? How?
I don't know. He always manages to either he says something he's not supposed to, or he makes me say something I'm not supposed to.
You have to bleep it out, or well, it's live, so you can't do that.
No, it's just we just have a moment where I'm like, okay.
Who's your least favorite to interview?
Oh, my least favorite. I don't know if I'd say I have any least favorites, but there's sometimes that you have to interview somebody and they're not in the best mood. Maybe they're very tired and everything, and it's a bit sort of challenging. But then it happens.
Who did that happen with? It's
happened with several people. It's happened with several people. Like for instance, if they're in the middle of a tour, they're not sleeping.
Yeah.
So they're sort of back to back doing shows, and then they have to obviously come and do the promo at the radio station. So you just work with what you have.
You've also done very well with The Juice.
Yes, The Juice.
Yeah. How did you land that gig?
I actually just got a call from GT Bank, and they kind of said, okay, this is what we want to do. Actually, one of my good friends, her cousin actually, runs the whole thing. So they were just like, okay, we need to get into contact with Toolz. And that's pretty much it.
And you've interviewed basically everybody who's anybody
yeah.
in the industry.
Yeah.
No,
not you, though.
It looks like...
I think this...
Are you trying to make this be nice here so that whenever I come over, it's going to be nice as well?
Yes. I'm hoping you'll do that.
Okay. Same question, though. Who's been your favorite interview? You had a very interesting one with Omotala that was...
Yes. That was actually... Oh, goodness, I've done so many. Olamide was actually very, quite fun to interview. Debanj and Don Jazzy, because obviously, I basically had to ask about the whole, sort of split and everything. More recently, Dr. Sid was very nice because he's so loved up, and
yeah, he's been here
it was
as well.
just
He was just all mushy.
And I'm just like, and it's because I haven't seen Dr. Sid like that. I don't think I've ever seen him like that. So it's actually quite good. I had lots of fun again with Tiwa, and YG was funny. Oh wow, I think all of them were pretty much.